Have you ever noticed that as people get older, some of them seem to shrink, their weight goes down, but in this case, it doesn't mean they're getting healthier. Most of the time, it's actually the opposite. I have a story to share. I had a patient, a 70-year-old woman. She looked good, was active, and well-groomed. But over time, she started losing weight, not because she wanted to, but because she was losing muscle. At first, it was just weakness, then a loss of stamina, and at some point, she fell and broke her leg. Thank God it wasn't her hip, otherwise we'd be talking about a joint replacement. Recovery, of course, took several months, and being immobile, as you know, just makes everything worse. And after she recovered, she came to me asking for help to restore her muscle mass. And in this video, we're going to talk about leg muscles because they're the foundation of good health. Watch until the end to find out which 3 foods you need to eat to keep your legs healthy and move without pain. And most importantly, I'll show you effective techniques and exercises that will help restore strength to your legs. Like this video before it starts. That way, as many people as possible who are dealing with this issue will be able to see it. Why are leg muscles the foundation of health? Let's answer this question. When a person stands up, walks, or climbs stairs, it's all thanks to the work of the leg muscles. They're the ones that keep us balanced, which means they protect us from falling. And when muscle mass decreases, that's called sarcopenia. A person becomes weak, sluggish, and falls more often. In women over 50, this process can speed up because of hormonal changes. If you do nothing, the muscles not only shrink, but also stop participating in metabolism. And this already affects everything else, like blood sugar, cholesterol, and even memory. Now let me show you how to generally tell if you have enough muscle. And there's a great method for this. It's called bioimpedancemetry. It sounds complicated, but actually, it's a very simple method. You lie down, for example, on a couch. Special sensors are attached that send a weak current through your body, and a computer, a special device, shows everything. How much muscle you have, how much water is in your body, how much fat is in your body. And a doctor who really understands the relationship between fat, water, and muscle mass interprets this data and gives recommendations. This study helps you understand that if you have little muscle, then you need to take action, because muscle mass is very important. Let's talk about which foods help maintain muscle. If you notice your muscles are shrinking, the first thing you need to do is add protein. Protein, as we know, is a building material, but not just any protein. It needs to be high quality and easily digestible. And here are 3 foods that are perfect for you. The first food is chicken eggs. Chicken eggs are a source of complete protein and lecithin. The yolk is especially beneficial because it contains choline, which helps muscles contract. And don't be afraid that eggs contain cholesterol. It won't affect your body in any way. Sardines. I'm sure you haven't even thought about this food, but it's not just protein, it's also omega-3s. Sardines reduce inflammation and help your body use amino acids more effectively. By the way, omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids protect the walls of blood vessels. The next food is natural yogurt. It's the most affordable and easy source of protein and probiotics. It's especially good in the first half of the day. And if you add a little flaxseed, it becomes a superfood. It's a super cocktail for your muscles, but protein only works when combined with movement. Just eating eggs and lying around won't help. You definitely need to move and do exercises. By the way, have you heard that you need to walk 10,000 steps? Well, there are studies that say the effect starts at 6,000, and it's better to spread them out throughout the day. What else can help prevent muscle loss? These are biologically active supplements or dietary supplements. Dietary supplements are concentrated substances. They should be chosen based on test results, and the best person to help with this is a doctor. So now I'll tell you about some supplements that can help restore muscle quality. The first is vitamin D. When you're deficient in it, the risk of sarcopenia increases, muscle function worsens, and the risk of falls goes up. We've already talked about omega polyunsaturated fatty acids. They reduce inflammatory markers and improve the quality and digestibility of protein in the body. Various studies showing that taking 2 to 3 grams of omega-3 per day increases muscle mass and strength in the elderly, especially when combined with physical activity. As I've already mentioned, you need to combine nutrition and supplements with movement. And now I'll show you which exercises help with sarcopenia. The first exercise is done against the wall. It's a static exercise, so it puts a load on the deep stabilizing muscles. We need to bend our knees. We lean against the wall. Press the back of your head and your shoulder blades against the wall and squat down until your hips are at about a 45-degree angle. We squeeze the ball with our hands. You can use any other object, like a towel, but the distance between your hands should be about the width of your head. And we raise our hands up, squeezing the ball tightly, so the upper muscle group is working too. In fact, all the large, deep stabilizer muscles are working in this position. We stay in this position for 30 seconds to 1 minute. You can repeat this 2 or 3 times, depending on how you feel. After you finish this exercise, your muscles will relax from spasm and blood flow will increase significantly, speeding up metabolism in the muscles. And this means that degenerative processes will slow down, while regenerative ones will increase. The second exercise strengthens the gluteal group. These are very large muscles that, in many people, don't work properly and don't participate in the full range of motion. Because of this, the joints get overloaded, especially the hip and knee joints. Over time, this can even lead to arthrosis. That's why we definitely need to strengthen the gluteal group, engage the muscles, activate them, and tone them. Lie on your side. One leg is bent, the other leg is straight. But it's very important to move the legs slightly back and make sure your pelvis doesn't roll backward. To do this, support your side with your hand. This is the starting position. And now, from this position, lift the top leg. Raise it as high as you can. At the same time, make sure your heel moves back a little. This way, the gluteal group is engaged. Hold this position for 15 seconds. Keep it straight. Feel how your muscles start to get tired. Slowly lower your leg, but don't let it touch the floor, and immediately lift it back up. Again, hold for 15 seconds. Do this exercise until the muscles in your gluteal area start to feel tired. You might feel a slight contraction there. After that, switch sides and repeat the same thing. Now I'll show you an excellent exercise that works on strength, coordination, and activates the leg muscles. Here's how to do this exercise. Lift your hip up, stand on your toe, and lower yourself while taking a step. Return to the starting position and step back to where you began. Don't forget to stand on your toe and do this exercise 15 times on each side. You can do it near a wall or a chair to help with your balance. For the next exercise, you'll need a chair. This exercise activates the quadriceps and the biceps. These are the largest muscles in the body, so we're going to pay special attention to them. It's not for nothing that these muscles are called the second heart, because when they start working and contracting, blood flow increases by almost 600 times. I'm talking about capillary blood flow in the muscles, so let's move on to the exercise. Extend your hands forward and slowly rise up until your hips are at a 45-degree angle to the floor. Hold this position for 5 seconds. Slowly lower yourself back down, touching the chair with your buttocks. You can squat a little to let your muscles relax. And then immediately rise up slowly again. Let's try to do 10 cycles. Activating the quadriceps and thigh biceps boosts your metabolism, which means your muscle tone will stay in better shape and muscle loss will decrease. Let me know in the comments how you liked the exercise. Was it easy, or did you feel some resistance? And another important exercise for your muscles is Nordic walking. I've already filmed the correct technique for Nordic walking in one of my videos. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can watch that video later. Follow my recommendations, and in just a week and a half you'll feel stronger, more stable, and more alive. And this was Dr. Glynn. See you next time in new videos.